Let's talk about how you can format your essay properly following the APA guidelines. Now, the first thing you want to do is click on Page Layout, so Page Layout, and then click on Page Setup, this little icon in the corner. Then we're going to go to Layout, now it's here already in this case, and then we're going to click on Different First Page, and you'll see why this is important in a little bit. Okay, so then we're going to open the header area. Just double click at the top of your screen. We're going to insert a page number. So insert and page number. We want top of the page and we want plain number 3. So there's our page number. Then we're going to write running head. So running head. And then our essay title. I'll just put essay title here, but you can replace that with your own essay title. And if your essay title is too long, because the essay title in the header should only be 50 characters, including spaces and punctuation. So if your essay title is too long, then you just have to shorten it a bit. Then we're going to press Tab, and you see that this kind of moves it to the middle. And if we press Tab again, it's going to move it to the left margin. So you can think of there being sort of 3 tab spaces, one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. And if your essay title is quite long, then you may only have to press Tab once. Last thing we need to do in our header is we're just going to highlight everything, and we're going to change the font here, because everything actually has to be in Times New Roman, and it should be in font 12. There's a little bit of leeway here, but this is the preferred font. Then we're going to double click outside of the header area, and we're going to set up the rest of our document. So what we need to do here is we need to make sure that we have Times New Roman selected again. Do that fairly quickly. We also need to change the paragraph, the spacing settings here. So we're going to go to line and paragraph spacing. We're going to click on 2.0, double spacing, and we also want remove space after paragraph. Then we'll press enter a few times here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't have to be exactly 4, but that's sort of roughly the number of spaces. We want to center our text, and this is where your title is going to be. Your title should be maximum of about 12 words. That's the recommended maximum length. And then if your title is quite long, you can put it on 2 lines, so just press enter in the middle. But if it's just 1 line, it doesn't matter too much. So then we're going to press enter for our own name. So this is the author's name. Okay, you can write your full name there. And then the last thing you need is the school name, so the university or the high school or whatever your school is. There are a few optional elements as well for your title page. You can, depending on your instructor, include the submission date, the instructor's name, or the department name. That's another option. So there are a few options for what else you can add to a title page. But this is sort of the bare minimum that we need. If you scroll down, as part of the first page, you can also add an optional author's note, and that tells you a little bit more information about who wrote this particular paper. But if you are a student, then you can ignore that typically. That's more the case for published papers. Next thing we'll do is we'll insert a page break. So we're going to go to Insert and Page Break. Then we need to set up the header area for the rest of the document. So we double click again, and we're going to insert a page number. You know how to do this by now. So page number, top of the page, plain number 3. And this time we're going to enter our running head, but without the words running head and the colon. So it's just going to say essay title, but that's not our full essay title again. It's just the shorter essay title. Well, it could be the full essay title, but it's the one that's in the header area only. All right, so then we're going to press Tab a couple times, and now it's on the left side again. And again, we have to make sure that we just format our headers properly. The nice thing is you don't have to do this for every single page, because this is now going to affect every page after this in our document. So that's fantastic. We're going to double click outside of the header area, and we need to add our abstract here. Fortunately, our formatting is correct. We have Times New Roman. We're centered already, so we're just going to write abstract, press enter, left align our text, and now we can start our abstract. So our abstract starts here, and notice that our abstract is not indented one tab space, so that's a little bit different. After our abstract, which is typically about a paragraph of 150 to 250 words, we're going to insert another page break. Now we're on the third page. Notice that the header is done already. And now we go back to home. We're going to center our text again. And this time we're going to write our full essay title. So full essay title, we're just going to repeat it from our title page. Press enter, left align, and this time we're going to indent our paragraph. So press tab, and our essay starts here. And you can keep typing for many, many paragraphs, and then each time make sure that when you start a new paragraph, just press enter and indent. You don't have to have an extra line in between those paragraphs, by the way. Okay, so after that is done, this could be many pages later, we're going to insert another page break, and we're going to center again. All right, so center, and we need our references list here. So we're going to type in references. Then we're going to press enter, and again we need to left align. And this time for paragraph, click on this little icon, and we're going to add something special, literally special. We're going to add hanging indentation, and then we'll press OK. And that's important because as we keep typing here, so I'll just hold the key down here, it's going to go all the way to the end of the line, but look at that, it indents every line after the first. Unless, of course, I press enter, then it's going to start on a new line. And that's the right indentation for any citation. So you can add all your citations, and then you're done. And that is it for the proper essay format. Do check out on our website also the template that we have, so that you don't have to go through the whole painful process of setting this up, but you can just use the template and get off to or start your essay a little bit more quickly.